to Unity of Wilmington's hybrid service. We have people in the room and you're online, and there will be people who are watching it later on. Thank you for your presence here whenever you come, because your presence makes a difference. My name is Reverend Nikki Golden, and this is Katie Dees. She and her daughter Danielle will be our vocalists today. We are so excited to be with you. We're a community that seeks to inspire transformation in all kinds of ways. And we look forward to hearing your comments. If you're on Facebook, please leave a comment, say hello, say where you're from. If you have a prayer request, feel free to either message us, private message us, or to leave that comment in the comment section of Facebook or the comment section of YouTube. We want to remind you today of 3 very special things. The first is you are a beloved expression of God. You are here for a holy purpose, and I believe that purpose is to love, and you are always in the right place at the right time, and that time is always right now.
The absence of the light is a necessary part. Just know you're never alone. You can always come back home. You can always come back. Every road is a slippery slope, and there's always a hand that you can hold on to. Looking deeper through the telescope, you can see that your home's inside of you. Just know that wherever you go, no, you're never alone. You can always get back home. Three million miles from the sun. People get ready, 'cause here it comes. It's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon into your eyes.
Katie Dees. Katie Dees, that's beautiful. You can always come home. Take a breath into that. You can always come home. Today we're going to talk about what life is. So before I tell you what I think life is, I'm going to invite you to say what life is. So in your mind, just say life is, and let yourself complete that sentence. Life is
Joy.
joy. What else? A journey. What else?
Adventure.
Adventure. I missed that. Love. Life is love. And if you're online with us, put what you think life is. I'll respond to you guys later. Anybody else? Life is now. Anything else? Life is. Life is. It's fascinating, isn't it, what life is? So I imagine if that you and I had some paper and we made some lists of life, there would be a whole lot of similarities and a whole bunch of differences. Because we have different experiences of life. And yet, life is really, truly, in many ways, what we make it and what we make of it. Life is happening all the time. And it's up to us to direct it, to be able to bring our own, what we call mind action, into working with life. So that our thoughts and our feelings and our ideas and our way of being is creating life. You've heard me say it many times, and you'll hear it many, many more times. Reverend Eric Butterworth says that we don't see life as it really is. We see life as we are in consciousness. And we're inviting us all the time to recognize that our consciousness is big, it's huge. That we actually are greater than most of us think we are in terms of our energy, because we are divine, because we were created in the image of and as the likeness of God. And yet, as being human too, we come to life with expectations, and then we come to life with what life should be. And I want to give you a little diagram of that. Life is, so all of those things that we just talked about are a form of expectation. And then life should is also a form of expectation. So we have this idea of life, like what life is and then what life should be. And when life doesn't turn out to be exactly as it should be, or as we think it should be, when it is simply being life, then sometimes we start what I call the blame game. And I am very skilled at it. I don't know about you, but I can do it with the best of people. But what happens is the moment we are in blame, and whether that's like, oh, look what terrible thing I did, or look how stupid I was, or look at, however you would do that, or what's wrong with me, which is a common one, or how could God let me down like this, is another common one that comes out of our embedded theology quite often. So when we get into that place of expectation and life is not unfolding it should be in our perception or in our mind's eye, then we get into blame. And the moment we are in blame, we are in resistance. We are resisting life. Only the resistance always comes from us. Because life is simply being life. Now, in Unity, we divide life in a couple of ways. We have life. We have life. I am living, I am being, I am breathing, I am moving, I have a body, so I have this form of life. And then there is the power or the capacity of life, the principle of life. And that's where we interact with our oneness with God. The principle of life. God is life. God is the very essence that is moving through our body, giving us life. I live and move and have my being in God. And God lives and moves and has expression as me. That comes from Acts. So when we are able to take a breath, wake up each day, be aware that we are experiencing life, then what is occurring is both a combination of the principle of life and our very beingness of life. Now, Jesus said, if we look at the Bible, Jesus said, first of all, there's no reason to worry. Well, that's a hard one. And that's a training. And it's a practice. It's to learn how not to worry. And we're going to worry. But the thing is not to beat ourselves up for the times that we worry, but to catch ourselves when we are doing it. And to the moment we catch ourselves, think a better feeling thought. Think a different kind of thought. Think a thought that's not a worry. This is where affirmative prayer or affirmations come in. We don't say an affirmation to make it true. We say an affirmation because we know it is true. So when I get in worry mode, I pull an affirmation out of my mind or I go look one up. When I get in worry mode, I have a couple of books that I like to go to that support me in stepping out of worry mode. But the Bible teaches there is nothing for us to worry about. And the Bible teaches in Matthew that Jesus said to people, I came so that you might have life and have it abundantly. So to be able to express all of those beautiful things that you talk about life as being, and to express them abundantly, freely, fearlessly, to be able to live in that consciousness of joy, of harmony, of peace, that's what we're called to do. And there's nothing wrong with stepping into it, to be able day by day to have a greater sense of freedom, a greater sense of who we are, a greater sense of an ability to catch ourselves and close the gap on worry, to close the gap on fear, and come back into alignment of who we are. And then Jesus says, I am the light of the world. Jesus also said, you are the light of the world. So Jesus talked about being the light of the world, and Jesus talks about us being the light of the world. And that is part of our oneness, our alignment with whatever name for God that you use. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but we will have the light of life. In this case, metaphysically, light means the expresser of truth, according to Charles Fillmore, the co-founder of Unity. Light is the expresser of truth. So we have within us, as the light of the world, the capacity and the ability to express truth. And we express it as fully as we can in consciousness in any moment. And what we're here today, and what like-minded people who are in the New Thought movement, like-minded people are in Unity, come to learn how to express more of their truth every single day so that they live their lives more joyously. And so when the circumstances of life come about, then what we can do is say, yes, that's a circumstance, but I am responsible for how I interact with this circumstance. I have the potentiality to choose how I want to be in all of the vast, infinite potentialities of the action step that I can take. And I believe that that is a big piece of what spiritual community is all about. So Jesus says, I am the expresser of truth. And when Jesus talks about truth, we're talking about immutable, unchangeable truth. The truth that we are divine. We are also fully human. The truth that we are called here to follow Jesus. And what does that mean? To follow practical Christianity, as Charles and Myrtle Fillmore put it together, is that we learn from the universal teacher, Jesus, how to engage in this miraculous mystery called life, how to love more deeply, how to seek God first, to love the Lord your God. And what Jesus is talking about is also to love the divinity, the I amness within, to love God with all our heart, all our soul, all our mind, all our beingness, to come into that expression of truth so that we may have life and have it abundantly, so that every day can be filled with joy. And then when we look at this, Whoever follows me, whoever walks the path I have walked, whoever has learned this process of love, will not walk in darkness, but will have light, will walk in the truth. And darkness in this instance, metaphysically, is simply an untapped capacity for truth. So we can walk in that, what some of us might feel dark and difficult times. And when we see the time as dark, we can recognize that there's a capacity within us that we're not tapping, we're not living full out from, we're not standing in the truth of. And we have that. And again, I believe that's what spiritual community does. It can support us. It supports us in prayer. It supports us in our support of each other, in the ways that we uplift each other from the consciousness of love. And that as we remember that we are all whole and that everybody around us is also whole, as we support each other, seeing only the wholeness, looking past the appearance of something and seeing the wholeness of it, we bring a different frequency or vibration, and then we're an invitation for that frequency or vibration to the person who's hurting. That doesn't mean we say, what are you hurting for? You have everything you need within you. But we have support for them and say, how might I be of support for you? What would you be most pleasurable for you, for me to support you? How would you like to be supported? And to be able then to, no matter what somebody says, to see the wholeness, to see the light within them, the expresser of truth within them, to know that when they come home to themselves, that they'll have a different experience. Doesn't mean changing somebody, but sometimes it does mean changing the way we see somebody. To be able to look deeper than what they are seeing in this moment. Have you ever had the experience of somebody saying to you, hey, have you ever thought about this? I think you'd be really good at it. And you're like, I don't see myself quite like that. But as you begin to think about it, you think, wow, they're seeing me bigger than I'm seeing myself. And so somebody can be opening a door for you that you might not have experienced before or might not have thought of, that once you step through it, you are so excited that you have stepped through that door because you find a bigger version of yourself. It's a form of an upgrade for you. And it can be quite delightful. Now, Charles Fillmore says pretty much the same thing as Jesus said, but in a little bit different words. The first step in the realization of life, the principle of life, but also the way we live life. The first step in the realization of life is always to know that God is life. Say that with me. God is life. Abundant, omnipresent, eternal. That's a lot. God is life. God is abundant life. And since we're one with God, we have that same capacity. We are eternal in the fact that our energy is eternal. It's the law of thermodynamics. Our energy, our beingness, our bodies fall away at some point in our lives, but our energy. Have you ever had the experience of being in a place that you were often with somebody that you loved and they have passed on? This happens with my grandmother sometimes. I used to drive her old 1977 Chevrolet Impala, and sometimes I would get in that car and I'd be speeding, and it was like somebody was tapping on my shoulder. And I would have to slow myself down. But I could feel her presence in the car that she had purchased and driven for a zillion years that passed down to me. And then there are other places that I can feel her presence, places that I know that she went or places that I went with her. And when I'm there, it's like something in my heart that's a little bit different, that is that quality of my Nana that is there with me. So we can do this. We have the capacity to tune in to all the different frequencies in life. The second step is to make positive connection with God life by declaring our oneness with it. I am one with God. Say it with me. I am one with God. Let's speed it up now. I am one with God. And as you say it this time, feel it. Feel what happens in your body when you say it. I am one with God. Go ahead and say it. I am one with God. And you guys who are watching, say it too. It's sometimes embarrassing for me anyway to sit in the room and be the only one in the room and saying something. Of course, usually my cat will come and look at me like, did you call me? But it's sometimes harder when we're alone, but I invite you to go ahead and do it. There's something about the power of our spoken word. So what Charles Fillmore is doing is the same thing as Jesus is teaching. When we follow the teachings of Jesus and we recognize our oneness with God, then life is eternal and abundant for us. It's still eternal and abundant whether we are recognizing it or not. But when we can recognize that eternity, when we can recognize that abundance, when we can recognize our infinite capacity, we're more likely to engage in it. And so when we're engaging in it, we're going to have a different experience of life. And my desire for you is that your experience of life is filled with whatever it is that you most want it to be filled with. So the Buddha says, every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind, and the goal is to find the blessing. So every experience in life has a blessing in it. Some are much harder to seek than others, that blessing. And sometimes the blessing is so obvious no matter what's happening. But there is always a blessing. Life is an energy that needs to be directed. And one of the ways that we direct this energy of life is to seek the blessing, to seek the good, to seek the God in all situations. God is omnipresent. So therefore, that means that God is in all situations. And so when we seek that, and we seek to understand, to experience, and to allow our oneness with God, then we're able to be in alignment with. And when we are in alignment with, then we're going to be in the flow of life, in the zone of life. Now, life works. Whether we're in alignment with it or not, it's going to go on. It's going to be whether or not we are resisting the circumstances that are, or are we just living the circumstances and allowing for what's going to happen. There's a story of two monks that are walking down a path. They have a destination. One's an older monk and one's a younger monk, and they're walking together. And as they walk along, they come to a river. And the river's running kind of fast, and there's a young and beautiful woman that's standing by the river, and she's trying to figure out how she's going to get across. And so she sees the two monks, and she walks up to them, and she says, "Can you help me across?" And the older monk picks her up and begins the process of walking across the river. And the younger monk is still standing on the other side of the river thinking, we're not supposed to touch a woman. And he's carrying her. We're not supposed to touch a woman, and he picked her up and he's carrying her. So the older monk gets to the other side of the river and sets the woman down, and she goes her way, and he keeps walking, and the younger monk starts heading across the river and has to run to catch up with his traveling companion. And an hour passes, and they just keep on going on. And a couple more hours pass, and they keep walking. And finally, the younger monk says, "You picked up that woman." And the older monk gently and quietly looks at him and said, "Yes, I did. I picked her up as an act of service. I carried her across the river, and I set her down. And when I set her down, I set down the thought of it. And you are continuing and have continued to carry that thought. When we are in resistance to life, we carry that thought. We pack it in a suitcase. And sometimes we pack the suitcase in another suitcase. And then we have our suitcases make friends, and we're carrying that circumstances with us in such a way that we're actually living in the past instead of the present moment. And we're carrying these old thoughts that are not an expression of truth. So as an expresser of truth, we are not living in our full capacity to express truth. So we are walking in our version of the darkness. And it works another way too. We think, oh, when I am blank, and you guys fill in your own blank, when I am blank, I will feel whole, I will feel complete, I will feel lovable, and fill in your blank. And we all have one of these. When I make more money, I'll be able to. When I get into the right relationship, I'll be able to. When I live in a different town, I'll be able to. We have all of these within us, and we often are then what I call out in front of ourselves. We're in the future rather than in the now moment. So when we can stay in the now moment and say, wow, this is how life is, and I have all of the capacity for truth within me. I have all of the capacity for response-able action within me. How might I step forward from this moment? And what consciousness do I want to be stepping forward with and from? Big questions. They seem like little questions in a lot of ways. But next time you're in the midst of feeling overwhelmed by something you feel like you cannot control, see how easy it is to say that question. Sometimes it's very difficult. But when we get practiced with the little things, then the questions will come much easier when the bigger things happen. Reverend Mindy is on her sabbatical. And the first week, I rattled around in our home feeling like it must, feeling it like it was huge. And it seemed like every time I even spoke, there was an echo in the house. And the whole first week, I felt like I was kind of moving through molasses. And it was hard to get myself moving to do anything. And then I had the thought, I have everything within me to spend these 3 months on my own and do some things that I have been wanting to do that I haven't allowed myself to do. And I had the next thought of, well, I have every capacity of God within me so I can come home to myself when I'm feeling lonely. And when I began to think those thoughts, I brought myself back into alignment. And now the house doesn't feel so echoey. And the things that I need to do are getting done with ease. I'm not pushing through molasses anymore. And I've done some things that she might not have enjoyed doing with me. And one of them is I went to do a float tank this week, and I had so much fun. And I might not have made the time to do that, because not that she wouldn't want me to, but because I would have chosen to spend the time with my partner rather than going off and do something else. So I'm seeing the gift, as the Buddha says. I'm seeing the gift in what the circumstance is, and that is possible for us in all things. So I'm going to invite you for a moment to take a moment and think about what's the circumstances that you feel yourself pushing up against, that you have some resistance to. And bring the gift forward. It may take a little time, but bring that gift forward for yourself. Jeff Foster, who's the author of a book called The Deepest Acceptance, says, seeing that nothing outside ourselves really causes our suffering is the key to incredible freedom. Nothing outside of ourselves. That's a big statement. Nothing outside of ourselves causes our suffering. That's freedom. When we can look at all circumstances and find the gifts, find the good, know that we have within us everything that we need to move forward in our lives and to do it in a joyful manner, then whatever circumstances come, we call upon our spiritual practice and we engage in it. Or we call our friend who's going to support us in engaging, looking for the good. Where's the good? Tell me how you feel. I'll give you 2 minutes of unenlightened ranting and raving. Now let's make a shift and find the good. And know that the next time I get contracted, the next time I get mad, or the next time I get scared, or the next time I'm feeling sad, there's nothing wrong with those feelings. And the amazing part of who we are as human beings is we can feel all those feelings and still hold the truth of our wholeness, and still hold the truth of our capacity for light, and still hold the knowingness that if we look for the good will reveal itself. This is where we have to take the action for our ability to be response able, to be able to choose our responses from a consciousness. Charles Fillmore says it like this: infinite wisdom guides me, divine love prospers me, and I am successful in everything I undertake. Infinite wisdom. Light is wisdom. Light is spiritual intelligence. Light. We are, you and me, we are the expressors of light. Can I ask yourself to hold your hand up for just a moment and just kind of look at it? And then begin with your mind and imagine that there's light that's coming out of your fingers. It's like you can see the light that surrounds us. And just know that that's the truth of who you are. And let's take this thought into meditation. I am divine love. I am one with God. I am one with the one who created me. And just breathe into that for a moment. I have the capacity to see beyond experience and circumstance. I have the capacity to look for the good in all things, including myself. I have the capacity to live where I seek God first, where I love myself and I love others. Love, that energy that emanates from our hearts and wants the best for another. Divine love. The desire to see the wholeness of another no matter what. The desire to see the wholeness of myself no matter what. Love. And then as we move through our lives, we can see the different seasons of love in our life. The different times of love and how love shows up. Whether it shows up from another offering their support, whether it shows up from within us, recognizing that we are whole, we have powerful sense of self-esteem, we can appreciate ourselves, and we can notice the expectations of life that we are holding, and we can examine them playfully. We can look generously at our belief systems, and we can sort through them. Oh, I wonder where I got this one. Life is hard. Wonder where I picked that belief up. Because I know now that life does not have to be hard. because in every circumstance of life there is a blessing and a gift. So life does not have to be hard. Oh, life is an adventure. Oh, I like this one. I want to hold on to this belief and not sort it out. Life is a powerful expression of energy. Oh yes, I like this one. I'm going to hold on to this one. I wonder where I can express this energy of life more fully in my life so that I can have more joy, more peace, more harmony, more blank. And you fill in your blank. It's unique to each of us. Oh, what do I believe about money? Where did I learn that belief? And does this belief still fit for me now? And what did I believe about relationships? Whose relationships did I watch that I just adored and want to have a relationship like that? And so I've begun to figure that out. And whose relationship did I observe that taught me a very valuable lesson about who I don't want to be in relationship? What is the relationship that I have with myself? Do I recognize in all moments that I live and move and have my very being in God? And am I living from that belief? And whatever the answer, yes or no, being able to embrace with love. And then from that consciousness, make a choice, and another choice, and another choice, and another choice, so that my choices and my practices and my direction, my thoughts, my feelings that I'm holding in my mind and my heart are unfolding the type of life that I want to create for myself and the type of relationships I want to create with others. And then take a moment of gratitude for yourself, for even asking yourself these questions. A moment of gratitude for being here now, whether you're present in the room or you're on Facebook or YouTube. You are here in the moment that you were here, and that's the right and perfect moment for you. And bring forward the love that you have for yourself. And as we come back into this room, into this time, and this place, as we open up to our willingness to express ourselves as truth, to whatever capacity that it is, we stand firmly in that. We see the season of love that we are in this moment, and we celebrate our lives and the lives of each other in every moment.
Seasons of love.
touched or moved or inspired by something today, we invite you to put it into action, to tell a friend. We appreciate your generous giving. You can give through our website, you can give through Venmo, you can send a check the old-fashioned way. However it is for you, whatever you choose, we are grateful. And I'd like to express that now. And then nextly, stand in the truth of who you are. Recognize that you truly are an expresser of truth, an expresser of light. And I invite you to live your life this week as light and see what it feels like for you. Is it a life-changing moment for you? And as you encounter the circumstances of life that will come up, because that's what life does, I invite you to see the blessing in the circumstance. See the gift, and to know that whether or not you can see the gift out there or not, you are the gift in that circumstance. And have the best week trying.
Remember the love. Remember the love. Remember the love. Measure in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love.
We're clear? Thank you. Yay, thank you, Katie and Danielle. Man, I have to give you a lot of kudos because when I was your